Hi everyone, still on the topic, the bitter danger of sweet sugar on your health. Today, I'm going to be discussing how sugar makes you to gain weight and probably you become obese, sugar and development of type 2 diabetes mellitus, sugar and heart disease, the effect of sugar on your pancreas, and the effect of sugar on your social health. Let's dive right in. Researchers have shown that consuming added sugar in your diet, especially sweetened beverages like soda, juices, leads to weight gain and obesity. The fructose in these drinks increase your desire for food and hunger, unlike the sugar found in natural starchy food. Fructose increases visceral fat, that is, your internal organs like the heart, the stomach, the liver, the pancreas, other organs inside your body, they accumulate a lot of fat because of excessive consumption of fructose. Excessive consumption of fructose in added sugars tends to cause leptin resistance. Leptin is a hormone that regulates hunger. This hormone tells you to stop eating. Consumption of fructose induces false hunger in you. The more sugar you consume, the more weight you gain, and this would increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes mellitus and heart disease. Now, let's see how sugar increases your risk of developing type 2 DM, diabetes mellitus. The worldwide prevalence of type 2 diabetes mellitus has doubled over the last 30 years, and studies have shown link between type 2 diabetes and increased consumption of added sugars. Obesity, which is the strongest risk factor for developing diabetes mellitus, is caused by increased consumption of sugar. You can see it. Both obesity and increased consumption of sugar can lead to insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas, which regulates blood sugar levels. Therefore, when your body starts resisting insulin, there will be excessive sugar in your blood, and this can lead to diabetes. Your take home here is that a diet rich in added sugar and sugar sweetened beverages like juices etc. lead to obesity and insulin resistance, and both are risk factors for developing type 2 diabetes mellitus. Now, let's look at the effect of sugar on the organ called pancreas. The pancreas is the organ that secretes insulin when we eat. When we eat more sugar, the body might stop responding to insulin, that is, insulin resistance, and this sends signal to the pancreas, and the pancreas will continue secreting more and more insulin. So, as the pancreas continue secreting, pumping out more and more insulin, it can get overworked and start malfunctioning. When the pancreas breaks down, it is no longer able to produce insulin as it used to, and this will lead to increased blood sugar levels. And when your blood sugar remains elevated for a prolonged period of time, this makes you a candidate for type 2 diabetes mellitus and heart disease. Now I'm going to be explaining the effect of added sugar on the heart. Consuming excessive sugar in your diet may lead to heart disease because high sugar diet can lead to obesity, elevated blood cholesterol, elevated blood sugar levels, and hypertension, high blood pressure. And all these are risk factors for developing heart disease. Additionally, sugar sweetened drinks and other added sugar in our diet causes increased secretion of insulin, and insulin, when elevated in the blood, affects blood vessels all over the body. It causes the walls of the blood vessels to get inflamed, they grow thicker and become more stiff. They are no longer nicely pliable as they used to be. This leads to deposition of fat in the walls of the blood vessels. These fat deposits in the lumen of the blood vessels. It causes clogging of the arteries, and when your arteries are clogged, there isn't free flow of blood to the heart and other parts of the body, and this stresses the heart because it is not getting enough blood supply, and it uses more pressure and energy to pump blood than usual. As a matter of fact, one sugary drink a day contains between 50 to 70 grams of sugar, which has already exceeded the daily recommended limit for added sugar in diets. Take home here is that excessive consumption of sugar increases risk factors for heart disease, which include obesity, diabetes mellitus, high blood pressure, and inflammation of the arteries. This increases your risk of dying from heart disease. Now, let's dive into how added sugar affects your sexual health. Studies have shown that excessive sugar intake may negatively impact the series of events that are needed for an erection. A common side effect of prolonged blood sugar levels is that it can make men impotent because it affects the circulatory system, and blood flow throughout the body needs to be working properly for any man to get and sustain an erection. So our men, be watchful. Even your beers and other seemingly bitter alcoholic drinks contain a lot of added sugar in them. Open your eyes and help yourselves to be healthier. So far so good. I'm going to be ending this session here because I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm going to continue discussing the bitter effects of sweet sugar on the other parts of your body in my next videos. So stay tuned and continue watching. If you have enjoyed this video so far, give it a thumbs up, comment and share so that other people would benefit from the vital health information I'm giving out in these videos. Thank you.